Good morning, everyone. I'm Kivya Artinanagan from BSN 212C. So for today's procedure, I'm going to do the medical hand washing. So the purpose of this procedure is to reduce the number of the microorganism on the hands and also to reduce the skin of transmission of microorganism to the client. Also, a risk of cross-contamination. So equipment, it's easy. First is easy to reach sink with warm running water, antimicrobial or regular soap, paper towel or air dryer or sanitized towel. So we need to use a single hand towel. Next is inspect the surface of the hands for breaks or cuts in the skin or cuticle. Open cuts or wounds or harbor high concentration of microorganism. Inspect hand for heavy soiling, and this may require longer hand washing. So next, we need to inspect our nails for the length. Nails should be short and filed because most microbes on hands come from beneath the fingernails. Next, we need to remove our jewelries. If you are jewelries, you need to remove them. Next, microorganism can lodge in the settings of jewelry and under the ring. Removal of it facilitates proper cleaning of hands and arms. Next, we need to stand in front of the sink, keeping hands in uniform away from the sink surface. If hand touches the sink during hand washing, repeat the procedure. Inside the sink is a contaminated area. Reaching over the sink increases the risk of touching edges, which is already contaminated. Next, turn on the water. Turn faucet or push knee pedals literally or press pedal with foot to regulate. And avoid splashing the water against uniform. Microorganisms travel and grow in moisture. Regulate the flow of the water so that the temperature is warm. Warm water remove less of the procedure, the protective part of the skin than hot water. Wet hands and wrists thoroughly under running water. Keep the hands and forearm lower than elbows during washing. Hands are the most contaminated part of the wash to be washed. Water flow from least to most contaminated area, rinsing microorganisms into the sink. Apply Apply 2 to 4 ml of soap or antiseptic if liquid. If bar or granules, rub them firmly between the hands. Use of antiseptic inclusively can be drying to hands and can cause skin irritation. The antiseptic should be depend on the procedure to be performed and the client immune status. Wash hands using plenty of lather and friction for at least 10 to 30 seconds. Length of hand washing is determined by degree of contamination. Interlace finger. Use mechanical friction to lather the soap while washing all the surface of the palm, back, and of the hands, finger, and wrist. Give special attention on fingernails and knuckles. Areas underlying fingernails are often soiled. Clean them with fingernails or other hand or nail cleaner and additional soap. Because area under the nails can be highly contaminated, which will increase the risk of infection for the nurse and the client. So rinse the hand and wrist thoroughly, keeping hands down and elbow up. Rinsing mechanically washes dirt and microorganisms away. Turn off the faucet with front of the knee pads to turn up. Use hand faucet. Use clean dry paper towel. Avoid touching the handles. So I'm just using my elbow to clean it off. Wet towel and hands allow transfer of pathogens by capillary action. Now we need to dry our hands thoroughly from finger to wrist and forearm with paper towel, single-use cloth, or warm air dryer. Drying from cleanest finger to the less clean forearm area avoid contamination. Drying hands prevent chopping and roughen the skin. If hands are dry or chapped, a small amount of lotion or Barner cream can be applied. Use small individual use container or lotion because large refillable containers have been associated with non-sociable infection. Now, inspect surface of the hand for obvious sign of soil or other contaminants. This determines if hand wash is adequate. Lastly, we need to inspect our hands for any dermatitis or cracked skin. Indicates